That tackle from Oregon, you don't feel that trust belief in Justin Fields? Not after that Alabama game, you're not feeling
No,
it?
not even because of the Alabama game. I just don't think if it wasn't Trevor Lawrence, I don't think it should be anyone.
Like episode 15. I am your host, aka Ethan. I got a special guest today. He's been on my show for two times now. Two times. He's been on solo and he's been on with himself and Bogart on the 4th of July. It was the last time this man was on this episode. But further ado, you guys may know him. He's the slow grind. He be hustling on the gram. He's building out those edits. He used to do podcasting, but now he does all the edits all on the YouTube. And he's gonna have something out for you guys on Thursday once this comes out on Friday. But it'll be a 7-minute video by the time this video comes out. You guys know him, Morris. How you doing?
Yo, I'm so happy to be here, E. Uh, I haven't done a show with you. That's right, since July. That's
July 4th, man.
that's crazy. I can't believe I haven't done something since then. But yeah, I think I remember doing one show with you and Mike, maybe. But other than that, yeah, it's been a while. Glad to be back, man.
It's been a long time. And like I said about your Jets, they weren't going nowhere this year, and then Miami didn't go nowhere this year either.
You
Although with a
guys
better
made that
record.
last week with the Bills, and just didn't happen.
Yeah, I personally hate the Bills. If the Bills if they make it to the Super Bowl and win it, I'm wearing a LeSean McCoy jersey, putting that out there.
Oh, is that a bet?
Yeah.
Uh,
I already said that out there on Sports Media, but at the end of the day, I'll make my promise and I wear it on my podcast
that's not
episode.
good.
But
Do you
yeah,
have
man.
one?
Say it again?
You have one, or you have to
Yeah,
buy
I
one?
know. I have one. I legit had a LeSean McCoy jersey.
Oh,
Yeah, so it's gonna be realistically, and you know how much of a Dolphin fan I am to not wear
I
that.
know that my like if I made a bet like that, it would probably be like if a Tom Brady jersey. Like if the Bucks made it to the Super Bowl and won the Super Bowl, I'd wear a Tom Brady jersey. That would hurt.
No,
That would
that'll definitely hurt, but I don't got that, so
not that one
I
either.
don't
Thank
got that. I actually do have the Bills jersey, so that's gonna be interesting.
Okay.
But before I really get into it, I know you and Bogart have a mix. Is that gonna come out soon? I just want to say this out real quick.
I mean, I made one for him back in the day. I haven't made anything recent.
I'm hoping that drops though. I really do hope that drops soon. I know Bogart is gonna have that drop
When
soon.
he drops music, I'll be sure to cook up something.
For sure, for sure. But I just want to ask that just before I really
Yeah, yeah,
dive
yeah.
into it, since I know you do the Mix Master Morris,
Mixed
as you know
Master Morris. Yeah, that's what we call it. I
that.
love it.
See how I remember things? See how I remember things with Bogart? That man Bogart. Shout out to
He's
Bogart
so
there.
funny. He's so funny. That guy. I love him.
NBA topic. So I know your Knicks are in the 6th seed right now, early in the season. Although they're not 500, they're 7-8 as a record. They do play Golden State next tomorrow, actually on Thursday.
Yeah, they play Golden State and then they play Sacramento.
So
That's their next this week.
I think it's gonna be a very interesting game for the Warriors, but the Knicks are doing pretty good this year so far in the season. Now it's too early. I understand it's a little bit hype, and then they might go diking down. But what's been the difference right now with the Knicks that you've seen since
The
last
coach,
year?
the coach, man, it's all about Tibbs. He's getting them to play really hard, and as of I think yesterday or whatever, I saw a graphic that they're top. They're literally like top of the league when it comes to points allowed and the 3-point percentage, the percentage. I don't know. They're a very good defensive team, but they struggle offensively. I think they're 28th or 29th in the league in terms of scoring. But they just gave up, I think, 75 points to the Clipper
The
to
Celtics.
75 to the Celtics, and then um, did they? I think on with the Magic they gave up maybe 85. I think they won 85-91 or something like that. So
So
I'm
impressive
really
though.
liking the defense. I really am.
Yeah, that's what I noticed with the Knicks. They've been a better defense than last year. You can tell from the, like you said, the
Oh, much
coaching is
better.
much perfect. Hopefully by then maybe they can finally get free agents to actually go to the Knicks, not
Exactly.
go to the Brooklyn Nets.
I mean, Julius Randle's playing like an MVP candidate. He's not actually gonna win, but
No,
the
I
dude
don't
I
think
think
so.
is
But he's been
averaging.
playing awesome. Like I always see his name pop out for the Knicks scoring
Yeah.
performance. I was like, and everybody was complaining about him when they signed him over Kevin Durant and Kyrie,
hmm
which I
Well, I
understand
mean,
that.
like they kind of left, and he was like the next best option. But yeah,
Hey, but he's been showing now. He's finally
he's
showing
showing
what he
signs
can
of
do.
improvement because he's playing within the team. He's averaging, I think, almost 6.5, 7 assists, which is a testament to Thibodeau for helping him develop his playmaking skills and passing the ball, having more ball movement, and everyone is just doing their part. Um, I absolutely love Quickly, Emmanuel Quickly. His floater game, it's something to watch. There's like this maybe 2-3 minute video of all of his floaters this year.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Toppin has only played I think 1 game or 2 games so far because he's been hurt, but I like what I see out of him. But in general, just the way that they're playing together, RJ's playing well. I know his shooting will have to improve if he wants to keep his success going, but he's averaging great numbers. Great
Yeah.
bounce back.
Yeah. I just want to see consistency with the Knicks. So I know they always try to have start hot, fast starts, but can they do this consistently and actually make the playoffs
I
since the
really
early
hope.
2010s?
I said before the season started, I'd be happy with the 10 seed. They play that play-in game, and maybe they get blown out by the Bucks or the Nets or whoever's the first seed in the first round. That's like my best hope.
Yeah, I just feel it's gonna be the Bucks in the first seed. I don't
Yeah,
see
something like the Bucks
I
and
don't
Nets.
see the Nets. I understand that James Harden did pretty well in his first game with Nets with a triple
Game.
double, which I was very impressive.
The second game he had 30 points, maybe 12 assists, and another maybe 6 or 7 rebounds. He played really well also against the Bucks, and they almost lost, but they pulled it out at the end. And they're
KD
playing
with
right
it
now.
with the shot. KD for the dub. Honestly, that's the only reason, and that, especially when KD was bullying Giannis all game long, just to have that
As we're
happen.
speaking right now, the Nets are down by 6 to the Cavs. So we'll keep that one on the monitor. At the moment, James Harden is not playing well right now.
We say it
He
now and
has
then
three
what?
fouls.
Yeesh.
She has 7 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists,
I
four
know
turnovers.
it's gonna be interesting. I know. Speaking of my Heat, I know the last time when I looked before I just started recording this, we were up by 10 points over Toronto, which was 58-48 at that time. But I just really hope.
Right now, it's a 2 point game. Uh, at
Speaking of the
halftime, it's a
devil,
2 point game.
and speaking of the devil, they always come back. That's
Only
always
a
a
two
problem.
point game now.
That's always usually the problem with the Heat is like they have huge leads and then they always make the games very interesting at near the end. So that's why I
Yeah.
try not to watch the Heat too much because they always they always surprise me every time. They was always like giving
Right?
me stress like the Dolphins at times when I watch them. That's what it reminds me of honestly. But I actually watched the full game of the Dolphins. The Heat I just watched it. And I'm like great, they're already collapsing. But
Yeah, but I mean, at least you guys have talent and have playoff hopes. I'm just grasping at straws here. I'm grasping at straws. The Knicks
any recognition.
7-8 right now. Those memes that I'm posting about like Knicks fans right now, that is me. I feel like they won the championship after winning 2 games in a row. When they
Yeah,
had a
you've
3 game
been posting like the
thing,
NBA 2K, the Knicks winning the championship.
when they were 5-3, Ethan, I thought they were going all the way. I
I
thought they
know.
were
I was like, is this man hyping the Knicks at 5-3,
five and
only eight
three. I
games
was like,
in?
Kyrie who? KD who? What? Yo, who?
I
Who
was
are they?
like, yeah, no. I think you and the Sports Big Apple New York was actually hyping the Knicks so much after the
Oh yeah,
five
no,
and
I
three
was I
record.
was full blown hyping the Knicks, man.
I was
Oh,
like, are you guys like hyping the train after 8 games? That's like
and then
saying
the
like the
next
Heat are
game,
trash now because like they're saying because people are saying the Heat are trash now because now they're how the record is 5-7. Oh look, they're not going to back to finals. Again, it's only been like a couple of games. I understand we lost Jay Crowder in free
mhm,
agency. Derrick Jones Jr., but I just
Which
feel
was those two guys were big. You think about it, they were key rotational
well,
players.
Jay Crowder was a key. Derrick Jones was more like a backup bench, but he wasn't really used a lot unless we have injuries. But Jay Crowder was definitely a huge one that I think we lost in the free agency.
Mm-hmm.
Especially now we don't have Avery Bradley no more because I know he's out indefinitely. So that really hurt us a lot there too at the same time.
Yeah.
But if we can beat Toronto today and then we can keep on winning, I think we can get the division because the division right now it's still the struggle right now. The Magic hold it right now, but it's still a struggle with the Hawks struggling in there. I know Charlotte's up there too as well. I feel like
Charlotte's not bad.
Charlotte's not bad, which I think they're gonna fight for us for the division. I feel near the end, but the way how the other teams are playing,
I think once they start Melo, I think that's when their team will turn around. I feel like they could have a great starting five if they went with all three of their guards. Because Melo is 6'7". He is the size of a small forward. Let's be real. He's a tall dude. So if you go Devontae Graham, Terry Rozier, Melo, Gordon Hayward, and then I don't know whoever their center is, Cody Zeller when he gets healthy, or Bismack Biyombo right now. I feel like if you go with those five guys, that could be a really great unit. You let Melo handle the ball. You kind of let Terry play off ball. You let Devontae play off ball because they could hit their threes. Maybe run the pick and roll with Cody Zeller. I don't know. I feel like that could be really good for them. That's just my on the Hornets.
I still think it's good.
Awesome. They have highlights, and their announcer is so funny. I feel like you know what I'm talking about. This guy, I don't know his name, but he is absolutely hilarious. Whenever anyone does anything on that team, like if Melo has a cool pass or Terry Rozier dunks the ball, the guy goes nuts, and I love it.
Yeah, I gotta look into it because I know like the Nets announcers. So is that you hear him from CBS? Honestly, you hear him all the time.
Ian Eagle. Yeah, you know Ian Eagle. Yeah.
You hear them a lot, and I'm used to the announcer for the Heat for the longest time.
Oh yeah, no, I know the guy for the Heat. He's pretty good too.
But I gotta look into that.
You know the Knicks one. Do you know who the Knicks is?
No.
Oh my god. Okay,
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know the Knicks one. I know.
Okay, how about this? Nets. Here's what I'll say about the Knicks. Who do you think is the best commentator, like for basketball, like just period, off the top of your head?
Man, that's gonna be tough because I always think of the Heat one because I always hear that all the time. Oh wait,
I'm saying more of on like a national scale. Like if you're watching ESPN.
Oh man, I'm forgetting names right now, and I feel ashamed for this right now. I feel ashamed.
I mean, I feel like the obvious choice is Mike Breen.
Oh, Mike Green. Oh, he's the announcer?
He is the Knicks announcer.
What? That's crazy. He'd be showing up in the finals without the Knicks.
and trust me, when he's doing when he's doing nationally televised games, it does feel a little bit weird because I know that he, like, if you turn on a Knicks game, you'll hear him talking, and like, yeah. It just feels like really weird that people don't know that he's the Knicks guy.
No, I didn't know that at all. I didn't know that Mike Green was a good announcer for the Knicks.
Mike Green, he is I feel like he is the GOAT. Like he's my commentator.
No, I understand that. I understand that. Hey, learning something new every in this podcast. I swear. I didn't even know that part. I knew he was I forgot his name, but I knew he was the announcer for the ESPN for the finals, especially for any live prime time game. Honestly,
mm-hmm. Anything on ESPN he usually gets. He usually gets the first slot, like the 8:00 game.
Oh yeah, that's the prime time games. Really, is pretty much the prime time game. Honestly.
Yeah. I love him.
Now we're gonna switch to football now, with your New York Jets signing their new head coach Robert Saleh, who came from the 40s. Did I say it right? Ah, damn it, Saleh. I knew I was gonna screw it up. Hey, it's all right. It's all good. Robert Saleh. It's all right. It's all right. Hey, it's all right.
You know what? I love it. Yeah, I love it. Don't worry.
Listen. Sometimes I practice this so much and I screw it up. It's all right. No one can say Giannis. Giannis' last name. So
probably sat here for a solid 3 minutes, just practicing.
Robert Saleh, give me a break. All right. Listen, too many stuff goes in your head when you're trying to focus. All right. Anyways, Robert Saleh, who is now the New York head coach,
Yeah.
Jets, who was the defensive coordinator for the 49ers. I think you must love this one since I know the Jets are really on defense a lot.
Wow, you
They
really
focus
got
on
me.
defense with the line. But
You
what do
really
you
got me.
but what do you really think about that, Robert?
I'll say first that I really do like the signing. I like the energy that he brings. I know you've seen his videos on the sideline
Goes
where he's
crazy.
jumping up and down with the players, getting really hyped, hyping them up. I really feel like he's a player coach almost, where he really vibes with the people he's coaching, and I feel like that's going to translate well with the team as they go forward. I think that that's going to be awesome for them because I don't know, Adam Gase sucked personality wise, connecting with the players. Everyone hated him. There was a report that came out the other day that said that Robbie Anderson wanted to like not play football anymore because of Adam Gase or something crazy like that. He lost his motivation to play, which I thought was absolutely bananas. I don't
That's
even know if
crazy.
it's true or not, but that's something I read somewhere. We all know what happened with Jamal Adams, how he hated him a lot. Le'Veon Bell, also known for hating him. It was just a rough time with him, and I think that this guy will be a lot better. If they keep Sam Darnold, I don't know. Do they trade for Deshaun Watson? I don't know.
I've been
Which
hearing
I
that
would love.
spectacle a lot.
I would love that. They'd probably have to give
Their first
Darnold.
round, the Seattle's first
I
round,
see. They have to give. They definitely. I feel like they definitely have to give both of Seattle's picks. I think both of Seattle's picks are out of here.
and your first round, and your original first round.
You think they have to give the second overall pick? That might be too steep, though.
I don't know. Knowing the Texans, they will want that too because they don't have any draft picks this year for the first round.
Yeah, I
So
don't know. I don't know that I would trade the second and both of Seattle's picks, all three of those first rounders. But it is Deshaun Watson, so
it's
I
Deshaun
mean,
Watson. You can build up to him. I know I've been getting bombardment with that all the freaking time. So the Jets don't really get too much bombardment with Watson, but with Miami, you hear that all the freaking time. But Watson's a
I'm just
great
trying to like
idea.
picture this in my head. Am I like obviously if he was in the draft per se, like he'd be the first pick, you know?
Oh yeah, Watson. If Watson was in the
I've
draft, yeah.
actually no, he'd probably be two actually. I'd probably draft Trevor Lawrence before him just because just age wise and injury wise. Because Trevor Lawrence, what is 22 and Watson's already 25, 26. So
Yeah,
just,
but speaking of Lawrence, who do you think the Jets, if the Jets still stay with their number two, should they get
oh,
it?
that's a tackle from Oregon for sure.
You get that tackle from Oregon. You don't feel that trust belief in Justin Fields. Now after that Alabama game, you're not feeling
No,
it.
not even because of the Alabama game. I just don't think if it wasn't Trevor Lawrence, I don't think it should be anyone. I think Trevor Lawrence was the guy to pick if you were replacing your quarterback. I know Justin Fields is great. Totally, totally great. I wouldn't pick Zach Wilson there. I wouldn't pick Kyler Trask there. Mac Jones, no. Who's the other guy? Trey Lance, or is his name Trey Lance?
Believe so, yeah.
Some whatever. We'll call him Mr. Lance, because I definitely know his last name is Lance from I think from North Dakota State, like Carson Wentz. A little trivia for there. A little trivia for people out there that didn't know that North Dakota State, Carson Wentz.
Yeah, oh, yeah, no, I knew that Carson Wentz came out of North Dakota State, which now looks to decline. But it's gonna be very interesting. If Justin Fields falls down to three, I don't know what Miami's gonna pick. I feel Miami should pick Devontae Smith, as I always preach about Devontae
Right?
Smith, and especially since
I probably,
Miami can be in the Senior Bowl, they're gonna be coaching the Senior Bowl, so they can get a glimpse look of Devontae Smith. Honestly, if you really
question.
think about it.
I'm hearing a little bit of smoke about Jamar Chase. Does he have any does he have any appeal to someone if Devontae's still on the board?
If Devontae's still on the board, I feel like it's gonna come down to it could be either Atlanta because of Julio Jones is aging as well.
Mm-hmm.
Atlanta could get another wide receiver, although they do have Calvin Ridley still on the
They'll
contract
have the
till the following
trio
year.
Alabama. They'll have the trio Alabama
The
core.
tree of Alabama core, honestly. So you have the tree of, and then Detroit could be another interesting point for a wide receiver. But I don't know.
Mhm.
I just feel if Miami doesn't take Smith, it's gonna be tough because I feel that's got a great connection with Tua, especially because you remember Tua did through Smith the game winner in that championship game against Georgia
That's
when
true.
Smith
He
was a
came in
freshman.
through. That's
So
true.
they
It's
do
a great
have
point.
they do have a connection with each other. So that's gonna be very interesting to see. But that's why and then
Mhm.
I know they've been connecting with Harris in the second round. If you're getting both of them, that's Alabama's right there, honestly, for
Oh, I
Miami.
think Harris is gonna be a first round pick.
You
If
think
it's a
so?
late one,
Some people say like a late first round or early second round, but I
I
feel it's
can
gonna
see
be
the
not
Steelers
gone like
picking
that.
him. I don't see why the Steelers wouldn't pick him with their
Yeah,
first round.
because I don't believe in the running game at all. Sneal is not the
Yeah,
answer,
Najee
nor
Harris would help them a lot.
James. Huh?
Najee Harris would help the Steelers a lot.
Oh yeah, definitely. It says James
He'd be a
Conner
massive
has been
upgrade over
a James Conner's
Bennett.
depleted a lot. Sneal is not the answer as well. So
Yeah, Benny Snell not the answer. I think Najee Harris would be a good pick for the Steelers. Where else?
I know in Miami
Mm,
definitely. I know we definitely need a running back core. So running back core is weak right now.
I mean, listen, if he falls to the second round, I think the Jets should take him. Let's be real.
Mm.
I don't think Michael P. Ryan is the answer, just straight up. And they were literally throwing out practice squad guys at the end of the year. They were legit throwing practice squad guys.
Yeah,
It
you
was
guys get a little bit more wide receiver. I think like another wide receiver for you guys would be
yeah.
well.
I wouldn't pick one top five.
No, not early rounds, but like maybe like the mid rounds, kind of get to, the round 3 or 4 for you guys.
You
I
know
think
who
that's
I really like?
mm,
That I don't know if he's getting slept on or not, but I don't know if that many know him. He's the guy from Florida, not the big guy, not Kyle
oh
Pitts, but his teammate something Tooney. I forgot.
yeah. Then you lost me there. I was thinking of the big guy there. That man.
Yeah, no, that guy's gonna be a top 10 pick. Kyle Pitts, big time guy. I forgot what his name is. Look, I'll Google it quick.
Nah, but like, but for Florida got some good wide receivers, no question about it. That's why I make Kyle Trask. I think Kyle Trask could be maybe second round, third round. I don't think first round at all. Maybe later rounds, but you know,
Uh, just the fact that quarterbacks are drafted so high these days, I feel like um, definitely Lawrence, Fields, Trask, and maybe if the hype gets high enough on Zach Wilson, they'll all be first round picks. I
mm,
think Mac Jones will fall at least into the second round. And I don't know how good Mr. Lance, I forgot his first name. Um, I don't know how high he's gonna go, so we'll see. But I think him and Mac Jones will fall later on.
yeah.
But if enough hype comes around Zach Wilson, he might slip into the first round. But I'm pretty sure he has like the second, third round grade.
I swear to you, I still remember this one analyst saying that Miami will pick Zach Wilson. That was the most hilarious thing I ever seen in my life. That was the most hilarious thing I ever saw. My like Zach Wilson number
What
three.
if
That's
it
the most
did like Justin Fields like die or something? I don't understand.
like I don't know. And they picked like Justin Fields like later on that part. I was like, okay, yeah, this man crazy.
So Justin Fields just like went up and like died, right? Like he's just not there.
I don't know what was going on, but anyways, back to the main topic.
Good.
But I think Robert's gonna be a good coach for you guys. Hopefully, not too great to be my team, but you know, at the end of the day, you know how the rivalry goes.
I don't even think there's a rivalry. Let's be real. The Jets suck, bro.
All I know is when I was in high school, the Jets fans used to trash me. Now I can do this to them, so it's all right.
It's true.
It's all right.
Generally, they usually split.
They
That
usually
was
split
like,
1-1.
that was like the way it went. Like everyone would split except for the Patriots. It would be 0-2 versus the Patriots, but 1-1 and 1-1 versus the Dolphins and Bills. That's usually how.
Unless miraculously we go 2-0 on somebody.
I don't know. It was a tough year, especially after they beat the Rams. That was tough, and then they go out and beat the Browns. It was just.
Which is crazy. The fun fact when the Rams and the Browns make it to the divisional round, the most craziest thing I ever heard. As both of those
I mean,
teams,
the Rams weren't that good, and the Seahawks weren't that good. So let's be real. So like
just one of them was going to make it to
one
the
of them
next
was going to
round,
make it and not make it past the
divisional round.
Packers. I would have given Seattle the better chance to make it past the Packers because just because of Russell Wilson. just because of his like straight up desire to like will his team to victory. Which, if we're talking about Russell Wilson, I don't think he's been the same since that interception.
No, not at all. Ever since the Bills game, he's looked depleted.
Oh, did we freeze? He hasn't been the same since that interception, man. He has not. He has not been the same. He could have been back-to-back Super Bowl champion, and
And never happened. He should be a regular season MVP. Honestly, he should be regular season MVP for his sake. Honestly.
oh no. If they handed out the regular season MVP award in the first like 5 weeks, it would always be him. But you kind of got to play 16. You got to play 16 weeks.
You gotta play the full thing. You know, that's the end of the game. We're gonna do vice selection. So vice selection is pretty much we're gonna pick our teams. Who's gonna win the NFC Championship and AFC Championship? So their first matchup that will be played first in frozen tundra, Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers, MVP caliber year for Aaron Rodgers, and with Devontae Adams versus Tampa Bay Brady and his squad from Tampa. This is gonna be a very interesting game because last time these both teams played, it was in Tampa, and Tampa legit beat the livings off of Aaron Rodgers 38-10. When it looked promising to the Packers in the beginning until those interception, that pick six really changed the mindset for that game.
That.
But let me just start this off first. I think it's gonna be a close one, tight one. I think Green Bay has a lock. I think because Rodgers has been saying, I want it home for my first playoffs here to have it be home in frozen tundra. Everybody needs to come to frozen tundra, and it's gonna happen. It's gonna be cold and it's gonna snow. I understand Tom Brady has been in the cold, but his receivers, I know Brown has been there in the cold too because he played for Pittsburgh. But when you think about Chris Godwin and Mike Evans, they never really played like in that cold type of cold weather or snows because most of them are Texas A&M players. Like Mike Evans was from Texas A&M, didn't really snow too much. I think it's gonna be a factor there. And Aaron Rodgers familiar with the cold. So I got Green Bay here. Close one, though, because it's going to be a tight game, back and forth matchup. And I think it's going to be by 5 points, honestly.
Packers I agree with you, E. I agree with you. I know that Tom Brady, definitely accustomed to the cold. He's only been out of the cold for 1 year. I'm sure he'll be fine. But I think the stat was he's 65% completion rate in the cold, something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe that has to do with the offense they run when it snows or whatever it might be. But I can't bet against Aaron Rodgers in the snow. I like just straight up like when you see snow in Green Bay, how do you not choose Aaron Rodgers? It's just like he plays not better in the cold, but like he's like it's a thing to watch when
he's been phenomenal at home. The only loss this year was against Minnesota when Dalvin Cook went 3 touchdowns that game. That was the only loss they lost in Lambeau Field, remind you. So
I think what's going to hurt them is their defense rather than their offense. I think their offense will be able to put up maybe 3 touchdowns and a field goal maybe. I see like 21 to 27 type points area for them. And if they could hold Tom Brady to maybe 2 touchdowns and a field goal, like 17 points, I think they should be able to safely keep them. But what's going to hurt them might be turnovers. Because if it's snowing, tip ball,
both teams, honestly,
field, that can be their Achilles heel right there, turnovers. I hope Aaron Rodgers doesn't turn over the ball because he's been really good this year. Because you never know.
You saw last year. You saw last week with Drew Brees throw 3 interceptions, causing to 21 points.
You really never know. You really never know because the second you throw that turnover, if it's on your side of the field, you give them a short field, which is like an instant field goal, and then could be even a touchdown. So
it was just a gimme. It was just helping Tom Brady, honestly.
I would just say, I would still give the edge to the Packers. You said 5 points. I would say probably 4.
4.
I think it's going to be Tom Brady has to get a touchdown on his last possession, and he's not going to be able to get it. I think that's what it's going to come down to.
That would be a nice ending to watch, especially said this is Aaron Rodgers' shine to prove. Can he get to his second ring? We'll find out. It'll be in Tampa of all places where he lost horrendously this year.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. If Tampa wins, they'll be the first.
They'll host their own Super Bowl. That'll be
that. Oh yeah, because that didn't happen to Minnesota. It almost happened to
No,
Minnesota.
because
You remember that?
Because Minnesota lost to the Eagles badly.
Yeah.
That was a horrendous game. It looked promising to the Vikings that time, but
Okay, so here's the deal. Here's the deal.
oh, he's gonna change it up now.
I'm gonna root for the Packers, but if the Packers do happen to lose, I won't be upset because we get the whole hosting the Super Bowl at home narrative, which I do like.
Yeah, and then secures Tom Brady's legacy for certain. Secures his GOAT status for certain. You already know that if that happens, there's nothing against him with that. We already got 6 rings, and then just
If he
adding
wins
that to his
7
resume.
rings, then all of the Bill Belichick haters will come at, no. All the Bill Belichick haters will come out and just like, oh, Tom Brady's better than Bill Belichick. Tom Brady's better than Bill Belichick. Oh, you know when the Super Bowl, this that. If he wins the Super Bowl, like people already give him crap for not being the GOAT, but if he wins 7, end of conversation.
Oh yeah, there's no
End of
question.
conversation. You tell me Joe Montana, I tell you 7. Go
No,
win
it's obviously Tom Brady over Joe Montana. There's no questions about it. Let's be
7.
real. Yeah, he got 6. He's been to 9 Super Bowls, so that's pretty impressive for Tom Brady, honestly. But enough of Tom Brady talk. I know he's a GOAT and all. I know he was in our division where I hate him. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
go on the next one with our other divisional rival that's in the AFC Championship, the Bills versus the Chiefs. Now this is gonna be very interesting. If the Chiefs can get Patrick Mahomes, what they said he did practice today,
Yeah, he did practice today, so that's looking good.
it's looked
I feel like
promising.
there's no chance he doesn't play. Like
It
I feel
doesn't.
like it's such a big game that I don't know. He might
He's
slip. A false test might slip through the cracks.
Yeah, like he's not gonna be like
Roger,
fully 100%. I don't think
Roger
so.
wants this.
Oh yeah, State Farm
Roger
wants to see.
wants this, and the only way Roger gets this is if he plays. So listen, a bad test might slip through the. Oh no! Oh, it was just a fluke. Now he's fine. Don't worry.
Hey, but I like more of my chances with Mahomes than Chad Henne. I'm gonna be honest with you with that Chad Henne
Oh
throw.
yeah.
That you saw that interception that clearly
Oh,
reminds me of the Dolphins days. Just
the
throws it right.
second that happened, I turned to my dad. I'm like, I think they're gonna lose. I think they're actually gonna lose. I think.
I
I
was like,
think.
yo, this is like the Dolphins back in 2009. Honestly, it's reminding me this so many times. It's classic Chad Henne, but that gutsy call with Andy Reid near the end of the game, though, with their backup quarterback to win that game. I don't think no one expected that at all. But just to continue on with this, the Chiefs and Bills, I've been saying the Bills should be out of this playoffs for a long time. I've been ranting this all the time. Besides that first game against the Colts, I've been saying the Bills should be out of this game. I know their defense has been impressively well. I understand that. I just hate the Bills, honestly. That's why I'm saying this.
Yeah, you hate the Bills, but they gave up 3 points last week. Come on.
They did. That's much
Good.
impressive than when they against the Colts. Phillip Rivers' last game, which he did retire today, as we're recording this. But they
They
did
have the
impressive
best
well
chance of
against.
beating the Chiefs. Let's be real. They have the best chance.
They got a chance, but I don't know. It's gonna be tough. I still say it's gonna be come down to a wire once again because I do love both of those teams. It's gonna come down to turnovers. I think the turnovers. I think is gonna be a factor. As long as Josh Allen does not turn any turnover, he doesn't be like a turnover machine. I think the Bills can have a chance. But I still gotta go with my Super Bowl pick, the Chiefs. I still gotta go with them. I've been saying this all that.
I'm definitely all in on the Chiefs. But my question to you, Ethan, is one, which game is going to be better?
Woo!
Because they're both really good games.
They're both gonna be good games. I think
Really
it's gonna. I think it's gonna be the Chiefs and Bills because you just don't know what the outcome can look like. Because you can kind of predict the Green Bay and Tampa one, but the Bills and Chiefs one's gonna be very interesting because if the Bills win, that's gonna be very shocking to me. But it's gonna be very impressive for them because they'll be going back to the Super Bowl and maybe they finally break their streak of losing 4 straight in a row and finally get a W for them
Yeah.
as an organization. I think that's going to be very interesting, especially since Patrick Mahomes is not going to be fully mindset there, but he's still going to be there slinging it out.
I think it's kind of like what I was saying with Kevin Durant after he came back from his injury. Like I said, Kevin Durant, one of the best players in the league, right? But I think Kevin Durant at 85% is still like a top 5 player in the league.
Yeah.
So if Mahomes is running at 85 to 90% of Mahomes, he's still one of the best quarterbacks in the league.
Oh yeah,
So
he's still a scary quarterback to play against. That's still a scary quarterback. But in the end run, I still say the Chiefs winning by 3. I say by a game-winning field goal. I think
game-winning
it's gonna
field
come
goal, I
down.
like that. I like that a
Make it
lot.
very interesting.
I'm also gonna pick the Chiefs, but on the same side as like I have that narrative with the Bucks, I'll have that narrative also with the Bills. That's it's their first time to the Super Bowl in X amount of years, and maybe they'll be able to win. Um, okay, so but if you had to pick right now, you would pick the Chiefs to go all the way, no
Yeah,
matter who they play on the other side.
yeah. I actually do have Chiefs. Don't make me ruin my Packers
By
Chiefs thing. Giving them like sneak peeks, unless they already know what I'm already picking. I want that State Farm Super Bowl.
the way, if that State Farm commercial, if this state, first of all, if the State Farm Super Bowl happens, I will be so happy just because of how that commercial is gonna be hilarious.
Oh yeah, you're right. And that's gonna come down to the Super Bowl. It's gonna be like a Super Bowl ad. Watch
No, 100% it's a Super Bowl ad. If
if it
it's both of
happens.
them playing against each other, 100% a new commercial will come. The question is, did they film it already?
They
Did
probably did just in case.
they probably filmed something like low key in the beginning. But if it really happens, I think the whole world knows it's coming
Oh yeah, you already
because they
know.
have to capitalize on it. It's their two. I wouldn't say their biggest celebrities because Chris Paul is
Chris
big for
Paul's
them.
there. Yeah,
Chris Paul is massive for them. But in terms of football, they're the top two.
football is Mahomes and Rodgers. Honestly,
The Rogers rate or the Patrick Price.
Safe
Oh,
Farm double check. You mothers.
by the way, double check. That's a classic.
That's a classic one. They don't even do that no more. It's a State Farm double check.
Yeah, right.
That's a classic. That's how you know how long Rodgers has been there for.
Wow, discount double check. Oh, I didn't even think of that.
You
Wow.
didn't think of that? I always thought of that. I was thinking of a video
Oh
for that
wow.
already.
He hasn't done that in so long.
Exactly. You should do that. You should do that. Honestly, in the Super Bowl.
Yo,
But
Max, if he's playing Mahomes in the finals, he should do it
yes,
for sure,
yes, yes.
just to do it.
Definitely. He definitely should do it. Honestly. Honestly, he
You know
definitely
what I
should.
think just happened, Ethan?
Mm.
I think I just got like the brain gears to go up here with you. I feel like within the next week, I'm gonna see a discount double check highlight. I just feel it coming.
I thought of it today, so
Yeah, I know it's coming. I know it.
it could be a nice one, and then it could be a troll one. So you never know which one I'm gonna put out. So
True. Go Philly.
So, but anyways, man, I do appreciate you coming on. I know you done a podcast like not too long ago, actually, on your channel, actually, not too long
I
ago,
think
in
I did one
December.
last month.
It
I
was
think I did
last month. It was in December. That was a shocker. It's like, oh, this man actually did a podcast. He's coming back. I
Oh no! That was just he was a good friend of mine.
was gonna say, like, this man doing a comeback. But I was
Yeah,
like,
no, I,
man, I
I
think
don't
it's too
think
good
so.
to be true. It's too
No,
good
I
to be
think I think I'm just gonna do guest shows at this point, unless there's someone like really awesome that I want to interview. I think I'm just gonna keep it with the edits
Hey, you already know you got to get me
and the
back on
meme.
that
Edits
guest
and the meme.
appearance.
That's what my audience loves, so that's what I'm gonna keep on doing.
Yeah, I know your audience loves your edits. I know my audience loves my edits, but your audience loves it for certain. Where they actually will go on your YouTube and actually
Yeah.
look at it and watch the 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 7 minutes. No matter how many minutes you probably put, they'll still watch the whole entire thing.
The hours you put into them, people don't even understand. Like you watch something for 5 minutes, it didn't hit me until now when I watch other people's videos and like I watch the detail and precision they put into it. I'm like, I took X amount of hours to edit my videos. This takes at least double the time, just
Uh,
because of how intricate it was.
yeah, I trust me, I did like a freaking full minute video of that playoff one. Remember that playoff one I did?
Mhm.
That took me like a good 2 hours to find all those clips and then get it all together to make it sound like make it flow. So that was like the longest time I ever done like an edit like by itself.
Bro, trust me, when I make the yesterday in the NBA, you know what I do? You want to know my you want to know the sauce?
Yeah.
So, um, I go through the NBA's Instagram. Every day they'll post anywhere from like maybe 7 to 8 plays, maybe 10 even of what happened of like some of their favorite plays as they happened. So usually I'll take a couple of those, but what I do is I go to the team's Instagram page. I
Mm.
go to whoever plays that day. Let's say there's 10 games.
Yeah.
I go literally, I'm not even exaggerating. I go through 20 Instagram pages, all the teams that played. Yesterday was easy because there was only 4 teams that played, so it was pretty light.
Light
That
work.
usually happens on a Tuesday or a Thursday, but on a Wednesday or a Friday, there could be anywhere from 8 to 10 games going on. So
20 teams altogether. Sheesh. Yeah, but
yeah,
yeah, I
I
know.
go through
Like
those 20 teams,
that's what I
and
say. Like,
at this point, I've figured out who has the best Instagram, who has the worst Instagram, like posting highlights wise. I love the Rockets. Rockets always post great videos. The Lakers post great videos. Um,
come on, to say about the Heat.
the Heat suck. I'm not gonna. There's
Oh,
no lie. They are not good. The worst
oh.
teams with highlights are
Well,
probably
highlights no, but like when they win, that's all I care.
the highlights wise is Heat are probably on the bottom. The Pistons definitely on the bottom. Um, who else? The Kings are not really good with it. The Kings are funny. There's two differences. They post great memes, hilarious memes. The Kings are absolutely hilarious, but in terms of videos that they put out, not the best. I would definitely say the top 3 are the Lakers, the Rockets, and I low key like the Pacers. The Pacers have good videos. The Magic are good too. I like the Jazz. Jazz are solid.
All right, all right.
Yeah, but if I were to follow like one team, it would probably be the Lakers or the Rockets. They have the best videos for sure.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, especially the Lakers now championship. They're
Oh
trying to
yeah.
defend their crown, so they're on. Everybody's like bandwagoning on their behind so
Also
much.
the Warriors.
On the
Warriors are good
Warriors
too.
soon, trying to sneakily get up
Warriors have
there.
a good Instagram too.
But
They have solid Instagram.
like I said again, I really do appreciate you, Morris, and you finally did achieve to 10K. Although you're not on it now, but you're gonna get back on that thing. You're gonna get it back. You're definitely.
I went back down to 9.8, so whatever.
Hey, you're gonna get it back. Listen, you're gonna get it back. You just gotta
Oh,
put the content out there. Gotta keep pushing those
I
content
really
out
hope
there.
so. I haven't had, how about this, a positive follower day in like 3 weeks. You know
Woo.
when like you look at your analytics, when you look at your analytics and you see how many followers you got every day.
Yeah, it's kind of going declining a little bit.
I've been losing probably like 15 to 20 almost every day.
Damn.
Sometimes it's like 9, sometimes it's 20, sometimes it's 17, sometimes it's 16. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
but
don't even look at any.
it shows the true followers. It shows the true follower who actually likes it. At the end of the day, who actually was still
Yeah,
pouring it
listen,
out for you.
listen. Once I hit below 10,000, I didn't care anymore. I liked seeing the 10,000. It looked nice, but once it hit 9.9, it just kept on going down every day. I was just like, it's gonna level off at some point. I don't know when. Maybe it's now. Maybe it's today. Maybe it's tomorrow. But one day it's just gonna level off,
Oh yeah, it's got
and I'll be
level.
able to go back up. So that's it. That's really all it comes down.
You just gotta keep hoping, man. You got to keep believing, keep doing what you're doing, man. I do really appreciate you once again coming on.
Of course, anytime, E. Anytime.
But thank you guys for listening to episode 15, E on the mic. I'm your host, E, and I'll see you next week for a special surprise. It could be somebody that I could bring on. So who knows? Until then, see you then.